Minnesota County. Vehicle was possibly involved in a shooting in West St. Paul. It's going to be Minnesota Hotel, Tango Hotel 769, on a black Jeep Patriot. Auto's address is 1369 Payne Avenue. Vehicle was possibly occupied by one that had a firearm, was shot 12 times. Information for squads at 2001.
Heather, I'm guessing you will, but if you can throw that on, and the Channel 3 broadcast on the Intel thread. And just FYI, I'm going to go live for a few minutes, guys.
You're assisting him with the APD at 4th and 61. Two vehicles walking. Looks like one of the parties is pacing back and forth yelling.
We copy. And I also copied States Road on there, man.
So, backseaters, just a little pop-up live to give you some new information. Maybe,
74.
Maybe get your mind off how the horrific airplane crash in Washington, D.C. Just a terrible, terrible thing. It just goes to show you that human beings can make mistakes. Whether the investigation will reveal who made it, but it's usually storms, mechanical failure, or human error. And it doesn't sound like it was storms or mechanical failure on this one. Hang on a second, I'm just looking for... What's the plate on the Patriot?
Hotel Tom, Hotel 769. I double check dispatch. 538, I copy to the welfare check, 315 Wall Street for a male wearing all black, laying down in front of the address and seeking emergency medical attention. What was this?
Well, guys, sure.
Copy by 2005.
Shooting incident in Dakota County. A couple stolens that our CAT team is actively looking for.
Have a good night, 20 or 5.
But some exciting news. I thought this was worth having a live of our own.
The report is for TC Jim Aslam. If anybody else is supposed to be in the address, if there's any time.
Hang on here. I hear some sirens. You can probably hear them too.
274, suspect descriptions an unknown race, 30 spindle, 5'7", wearing a baseball cap, dark noise jacket.
We'll post up that regions for just a little bit.
Caller can see that he's on the main level in the kitchen looking through boxes, possibly trying to steal my report. And no one else is supposed to be in the
Yeah,
home. No
close it, please, as well.
2006. Grab your picture. You're welcome.
Heather, you should query that address in RMS. I'm pretty sure we've had regular contact there, but I also think the family moved recently. But you don't have to put it on the air, but just anything you find, put it out on the thread.
You're from sort of area.
Anyhow, Pat sent me some information today, and I found very interesting. I'm gonna call Pat. I'm gonna have him talk about it. Hang on a second. We're gonna call Pat Scott. Hey Siri, call Pat Scott.
Calling Pat Scott.
Pat worked all day today, so he's not live right now.
An assault at the mall at 3001 White Bear Avenue North. Security guard was punched by a female that's on scene. Black female, 40, medium build, black jacket.
Yes, sir.
What are you in the shower, or what's all that noise in the background?
Now, that's probably my fan. You caught me right before I was laying down to crash out.
Crash out? What time is it? Is it crash out time? What is it?
It's 8 o'clock. I'm older than you, though.
Well, there is that. You got me there, you know. You got me there. There is there. Well, no, I was excited about what you sent me on that text, and I wanted you to be the first one to tell all the backseaters about it. You know?
You know, that is really, really cool. So, backseaters, get this. 4 p.m. tomorrow, Eagan Police Department is going to be doing a virtual ride-along with their squads. You're going to be able to ride with them and go to calls and see exactly what they're having to deal with.
Yeah.
It's, you know, there have been a few police departments that have done this, not to the extent that Sheriff Fletcher has here in Ramsey County, but to see it taking off like this throughout the metro and throughout the country is really exciting. The more that people can see what police officers deal with and how human police officers are, the better.
Amen. And the more viewers that they get at 4 o'clock tomorrow, I'm not sure. If you go to the Eagan Police Department Facebook page, you'll probably be able to navigate to where their stream is. But the more viewers they get, the more they're going to feel like it's appreciated and worth doing. Right, Pat?
Oh, absolutely. So please go to the Eagan Police Department Facebook page, like their page, follow their page, and they're going to direct you how to follow the virtual ride along tomorrow. And I'm sure it's going to be the first of many.
Yeah, no, it's cool, really cool, and you know, we appreciate you backseaters, and now you get to ride in the back seat of another car.
Absolutely.
Right. So,
don't forget to join us at 9/11 though.
Right. I don't know how long they're going, you know, either. So, but they're doing Fridays at 4, and we appreciate them. So a little different perspective. They got a few different. Is that outlet shopping mall out there in Eagan too?
It is, and you know, Eagan Police Department is, you know, it's a suburban police department, but they are very busy.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a very good time riding along with them.
Yeah, and a lot of our kids go out there. They have activities out there in Eagan, so you know, you might actually run into some of our St. Paul kids, right? I mean,
very possible.
Yeah. So, what did you have for dinner tonight? Everybody wants to know.
I was asking for the best.
What did I have for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let me try.
Because you're a cook, you know. You're always having good stuff.
Very, very true. Tonight I had, actually, I had some Kentucky Fried Chicken that some neighbors brought me.
Okay.
Because I'm still a Kentucky Fried Chicken fanatic, especially the original recipe.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, you ate better than me. I had Arby's. You know.
Well, Arby's is pretty good stuff too.
Yeah, but not as good as Kentucky Fried. I should have gone to Kentucky Fried. That was a good idea.
Absolutely. Well, my neighbors Jim and Claudette took care of me. They brought it to me.
Isn't that a terrible thing about the plane crash? Just
that is absolutely horrific.
It's the worst ever.
And it's unfortunate. People are speculating about it before any facts are known.
Well, let's just wait. First we got to bury the poor souls. It affects my wife too because Bobby is a pilot now, so anything.
Absolutely.
You start. It's been a long time. I mean, American flight is very safe. Let's face it. I fly a lot, and we rarely have accidents. But when you have one, you don't forget about it right away.
Oh no, this is going to be in the American psyche for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, when I was flying with my son, I went up once with him, and he's very smart. He's smarter than me. His brain works faster than mine too. But when we were flying, down in Florida, and there's a lot of tourist helicopters flying underneath you. And, he knows exactly what elevation they're at, etc. But I'm sitting in that passenger seat going, what are those helicopters doing down there? It's if you're a pilot and you know what you're doing, it's not stressful. But for the rest of us, it's the unknown. But
yeah, when you're a passenger and a spectator, it's a little bit unnerving.
Yeah, I mean, I really sympathize. Like in our business, when something that we do causes something else or is related to or whatever it is, there's always stress. But the air traffic controllers around this country, they do an amazing job every day. Thousands and thousands. I forget the number of millions of planes that are flying, every day in this world. And, those air traffic controllers do a great job of getting us
they're phenomenal.
Safely. So, and I don't know what they get paid. I know it's not probably enough.
Absolutely not. It's widely viewed as the most stressful job in the world.
Yeah, you got to multitask very, very fast. So, one thing I will say, one of the things, Nancy Kerrigan was on, interviewed, and a number of United States figure skaters perished in the crash. And
I know.
She was talking about, her connection to them and to the skating program. And of course, she wasn't regretting their loss any more than anybody else's, but you could see the emotion in her face. And
for sure.
That was genuine, and I appreciate when people are genuinely sad versus administratively sad. So anyhow, I'm going to let you go, Pat. You know what I mean. Yeah, I'm going to let you go, and I'm not going to be on much longer, but I'm going to give these CAT team members a few minutes to find a stolen.
Well, I think there's a good chance they will. And all you backseaters, thanks for joining us for this pop-up tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Very good. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Talk to you.
See you, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was fun, getting a hold of Pat. Take a look at the Eagan Police Department Facebook page, and, we take it as a compliment when somebody else is trying to do it. So, Chief Roger New is an innovative, smart chief there in Eagan. well respected. You know, one of the smart brains in law enforcement. So send Roger New. Watch tomorrow and send Roger New a thank you for opening up the Eagan Police Department to some transparent broadcasts. There will be some bumps. They didn't call us about the type of technology we use, but there will be some bumps in the technology, as all of you know from our history. Here.
What's that two back there? With myself and 97 on traffic, Silver and Palmer with
618 for
Minnesota
the caller. There are no
559
cameras outside
3
the home.
Charlie
The
Allen.
only cameras in the kitchen.
So we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to stay live. You can listen to the radios
Can you just see
a little bit.
if they have eyes on still by chance, or if they don't have eyes on anymore?
We got CAD team out there looking for a few cars.
602 dispatch, I'll reach out to the cop.
Happy, thank you. 2017.
I'm going to get my partner ready. I'm going to stand by, though. I'll wait until you get some more information if you're going to make that phone call. 9173.
9173.
Can you recode this in AOA for both clear systems? Ian, that kicked in door, what side's that on? You're on the east side. That's against the driveway.
University Avenue westbound folks here at Western. Last night we had a stolen green Durango that we were trying to corral, but we did get it eventually, but not with the occupants. We'd like to arrest the drivers. That's our goal.
Squad 374.
374.
Get the squads on the front, move to the 1 forward corner. Squads in rear will be on the 2-3.
Happy, squads on front, move to the 1 4 corner, squads in the rear at the 2 3 corner.
8299.
Go ahead.
Do you update the location of 1253 Brighton Square?
Yep.
Now the squads, St. Paul squads, are out at 94 West Larpenter on a burglary. You can hear some communication in the back. But forced entry burglary. Unknown if anyone's in there. At this point, but there was someone in there. So they're methodically going through the process of trying to arrest the bad guy, if he's in there still. So if you're seeing squads up in the area there between Jackson and Rice Street up on Larpenter, that's what's going on.
just letting you guys know we got a shield if you need.
Copy 173 on the shield if needed.
So we are northbound on Dale Street. Got all 6 radios on.
618, just stand by for a minute. I'm going to touch brakes with 6 left you real quick.
So if you just joined us, the reason we're on tonight is to let you know about Eagan Police Department going live tomorrow at 4 p.m. I don't know how long, but we're excited to see how their virtual ride-alongs go. At some point they'll probably come up with a name. Everybody's got to have a catchy name. Pat and I will be on the street tomorrow at 9/11.
8195
And we will be bringing up the rear. We're not officially in the parade, but they've asked us to be. But we're going to broadcast the Winter Carnival Torchlight Parade on Saturday.
Holiday Arcade Patrol 125.
Pat, Jelly Joe is going to be there as well. The Winter Carnival Torchlight Parade on Saturday. 5:30, I think it starts. And that is always fun. Gonna be a decent night. Starts down at Smith and 7th, and then it goes to Rice Park. Unfortunately, the ice carvings now have melted. Too warm today. Reportedly, Rob Olson from Channel 9 News was out there examining the ice that had melted. And Rob said he needed to find an ice melt archaeologist, an ice archaeologist that could examine the melted ice to determine what it used to be. So tell Rob Olson I have pictures of what it used to be, so if he needs us, we'll tell him what it used to be, an ice archaeologist. Tough to get that horrific crash out of my mind or out of everybody's mind. I'm sure it's the same. And we really shouldn't. We shouldn't forget the 64 people and the 3 military men that lost their lives there. I'm sure as the names come forward, I haven't watched the news this afternoon, but as the names come forward, there'll be some
Was anyone able to get a hold of the house again?
surprise stories.
Were you able to get a hold of the town?
618, we did. We're going to get ready here and start searching the house or make some announcements and whatnot in a few minutes here.
Sounds like the canines are going to go
Did they
search
have a
the
question,
house,
that officer?
which is good. The burglar might have left already.
I was just trying to come to see if still able to see live
Or
video.
Or it'll be hiding there somewhere.
Copy, yeah, I forgot about that part. They didn't really say or not. They did see him taking stuff out and whatnot. And we got it pretty fast. So, it's possible they're still in there.
Copy.
what else do we have to discuss? Of course, you know already that the Winter Carnival Medallion was found in Roseville by a family that is regular treasure hunters, and in the years that there is no snow, that's an amazing opportunity. Congratulations. They will be at the parade tomorrow. Usually they get to ride in the Torchlight Parade. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at the crime stats, St. Paul is a much safer city than it was 3 years ago. Crime-wise. Not saying it's safe enough. Like some people would say, how much crime are you comfortable with? And the answer to that is none.
Just want to break for a welfare check, Snelling Avenue North, Sherburne Avenue. There's a male who's currently pinning a female to the ground. He's wearing a red jacket. Female is wearing a black jacket.
Yes, assistant 120.
2020.
All quiet at Bourne's Bar. I didn't know Pat went to bed at 8 o'clock. Did you guys? I mean, he does come in early on most days to work, but, you know. At 8 o'clock, Pat, what's that about? I know you're still listening. You gotta at least watch the 9 o'clock news. Either Channel 9 or Channel 45. Bare minimum, get caught up on the local news. And then crash.
Oh, 618. Those on the four corner there. You guys got any movement in there?
K9's giving announcements to go into the house on Larpenter. Let's see what happens there.
Do any squads on the four corner see movement?
Negative. Copy that.
Tomorrow we will stop out too at the, I don't know if the snow sculptures, Pat and I are planning to stop out at the State Fairgrounds, see if those snow sculptures are still intact. Snow handles the melting a little better than ice does. The ice is very fragile and thin, you know, so a little bit of melting on some of that artwork. And boy, you saw the Kyle and I went down and looked at the ice sculptures this week. Some amazing work. Amazing work. I think the Rev might be at the parade with us too tomorrow. That'll be good. The four of us. Looking at some information here, some important crime information. One of CAT team member has got his wisdom teeth pulled. I'm not going to tell you who. You can guess. But all 4. 2 of them impacted, the rest 2 not. All 4 at once. And he survived it. So now you got to go back and try to figure out who wasn't working when. No. Maybe tomorrow night I'll call him and ask him how it went. He can give you the play-by-play of recovery from wisdom teeth. That doesn't sound very fun. Impacted wisdom teeth. There's our cathedral ahead of us. Beautiful building. St. Paul Cathedral. Doesn't get much prettier than that, to be honest with you. And the inside is amazing too. Just amazing.
2362. 2362.
I got data putting a cop alert in for this vehicle. This party's going to be a vulnerable adult in crisis. If you can ask your partner to air the vehicle and the female's name, I believe she's line 14, I might call her 13. And then the city channels when they're able. 2362, you can disregard. My apologies.
Disregard. 2033.
So at the other end of John Ireland, of course, is our state capital. We used to start and end there a lot. We haven't done that as much anymore. We have a little bit of controversy going on in our state right now in terms of I'm not actually going to get into the controversy. Those of you in Minnesota that are live here, you know what the controversy is. But our legislative session runs from January to May 19th. But our House of Representatives has not had a quorum, so they haven't actually formally been able to meet.
767 Highland Avenue. Neil gave the address.
And if you want any more information on that, you got to look it up online.
Main floor, just finishing up the room upstairs, and then we have the basement as well. Copy.
209.
So it says there's an event here Saturday, February 1st. February 1st, an event on the Capitol grounds. Oh, I know what it is. It's the Red Bull. Yeah, I was up here today for a while. You see all the snow they're piling up there? I think it's snowboarding. They're bringing in snow to have some Red Bull snowboarding. That's what I've been told. For Saturday. We're starting a holiday, and they say they're not going to have any problem getting snow. Kind of fun event. The weather's supposed to be nice. Yeah, they're gonna do some and I could be wrong. You guys could correct me. I think it's snowboarding on the Capitol grounds here. That'll be fun. I'm not much of a snowboarder. I can ski. So we were up here today. They were putting up the fences and getting the snow ready. They got all day tomorrow, I guess, to haul some more snow in.
8197, can you float that way till School 4?
10-4.
Another fun event to come to, and then come down for the snowboarding, and then slide your way downtown.
Quad who can break to assist Central. They have a pending weapons, 303 Atwater Street. Started with a verbal argument. Now it's escalated where 2 vehicles showed up with people. Now a male has a firearm.
Well, we will head over to that.
Is no longer responding to the TC.
303 Atwater, and remember, Western is 380 West, so 303 Atwater is
Have you still holding the 10-2 on channel 2?
block and a quarter to the west of what? East of Western. So we could go straight up.
181 en route to the weapon call.
Straight up Rice Street.
60355258110.
Copy 106.
We wanted to, but if we take Como at an angle, might be just a hair faster. You guys want to help me out on Atwater?
And 181, the male with the firearm just fled in a Charger going westbound on Atwater. Black and gray, occupied with 3 or more people.
License plate, occupied times here.
In route, maybe a black and gray Charger.
Yeah, she said west, right, on Atwater?
Yeah, look westbound on that water.
Alright, I'm at Como here. They got 2 cars coming at me. I want to take a look at them. No Charger.
Game level and upstairs are clear. Last place is we're going to check the basement.
Copy main level and upstairs are clear, checking the basement.
Alright, no Charger there. So, since no one is hurt, we're going to continue to look for the Charger. I'm going to head north on Western from Atwater. Saw a couple cars up here as we were coming up. But unfortunately, if you're in a real hurry to leave, probably are long gone.
Heather, can you try and dig up anything on that female party, Autumn Corrales?
Yep, working on it.
Is that in the call,
21.
Kyle?
21.
Yeah, she makes a shop on Romeo Grove. Tom's son's girlfriend arrived on scene where causing issues. Suspect vehicle. Then they got into it and they fled in the possibly Charger that they initially arrived in.
Alright, I think that same family
Copy making a stop at Rice
lived up
Street,
in Shoreview before when we had problems. Do you remember that? Over at the Irondale High School.
Confirm on statement they're out with the vehicle 2407. Just put that update in. I did, and I copied it.
I'm going to go back to the call. I didn't see any cars on Western.
Go for it.
Code for 2041. Copy, 2041.
Query her name and see if we have anything in RMS about a school fight.
9170 we're code 4.
Yeah, I'm not even having luck finding her anywhere, so I'm guessing there might be a spelling issue or maybe Paralyze is not the last name. I tried Paralyze. I'm trying to
Okay, it's going to be A-U-T-I-M Perales, P-E-R-A-L-E-S. Christina, the middle name, 11905 of his date of birth.
thank you.
Primary residence of 905 Monterey up in Shoreview.
Right, that's the one I was talking about.
Next way to the officers in the back. We're going to open up this back door real quick and just check that patio. Got it.
People trying to figure her is a black Ford Focus 2016. I can throw it on the thread if you want to.
Well, dispatch entered a plate for a Charger into the call. Robert Charlie Adam 062 Dodge Charger green in color. I don't know where they got that from. If it was from the comp or what. Sweet. House is cleared. Cancel the 10-2. Thank you. 40 Martha Lake Street.
Copy, house is clear. Canceling the 10-2 at 2043.
Yeah, I don't think any St. Paul cars are here yet.
Buddy 1 is showing on scene in code 4. Buddy, he at least went code 4.
Okay.
It's a ways away, but if you're not having any luck digging up that Charger in the vicinity, I'll swing over to that Martha Lake Court address and see if they turn up there.
Yeah, I just looked up LPRs on it. It must have got a paint job. It's got like a custom black on the bottom, like lime green, like that Durango yesterday on top.
What is that right? Geranium that vehicle looks like.
Yeah, why don't you take a look at the LPR and tell me if anybody's at the Atwater, or maybe the comp left. Oh, I see a squad coming now, but
Oh, I see. I think 181 was en route and he saw this Charger in the area, leaving the area, and conducted a stop on it. He's code 4 on the traffic stop, so either they are related and it's all good, or it's unrelated. So
let us know.
Alright.
Well, I didn't. There was nobody outside looking for the police. Yeah, squad's going in now. There was no one outside looking for the police. Is the car he's out with the same Charger? Sounds like the squad that was coming here saw a Charger and decided to check it out. Let's go forward with that car. See, it takes about, on average, two and a half minutes from the time the event occurs, even if the people call immediately to explain what they are calling about, for it to be typed out and sent to the comm center, sent to the dispatcher, and then dispatch. It's usually between 2 and 2.5 minutes. So if you're in a car, you're fleeing, and they left, at 60 miles an hour, you can go, easily a mile in 1 minute, 2 miles.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the charger, though, because not a shows it clear with an address of 840 or something for it.
Awesome, thank you. But let me ask, is he with that charger, or is he with a different car?
He's with that race operation.
Thank you. So, caller said the call left to the west on Atwater. At some point, squad saw the car, which is a good spot. You saw the car in Rice Street up here at Geranium. Doesn't sound like anybody was shot. There was an argument, led to a fight, and some guns.
321, 86-year-old female.
Yeah, they're out with that charger right out that ladder.
Alright, so on Atwater, not at Rice and Geranium?
Correct. There was that car right where the call dropped.
Alright, so the Rice and Geranium was unrelated? Well, as
on my part, I know one out at Atwater with the charger.
Alright, well, there's no one at Rice and Geranium, so we'll wipe that location clean.
Yeah, there's no squads up there, and there is no calls up there. Closest call would be an animal complaint, about 10 blocks away. I can't think of any reason you bring him back to the scene.
Well, there must have been some confusion, but it is possible they did drive back there. So, squad's wondering if they had the charger drive back to the scene. Good news is the charger did not flee. Street construction here. We're gonna have
Squad
to
533.
go around.
Comments added, clear advised. And can you put me on a PFP in the Skyway? Can you use 401 Robert for an address?
Squad 173.
173.
Welfare check Snelling and Sherburne Avenue. This is for the male and female who were arguing. Male was then pinning her to the ground. He was wearing a red jacket. Female was wearing a black jacket.
Coming bro.
2051.
Alright. So we think squad's out with the Charger here. Well, there's definitely a Charger. Also, it looks like a Durango.
275, I copy around to 435 University at the Gospel for the CDP. Someone threw a brick at the window and ran into the tents nearby. It's going to be a Somali male, 20 to 30s, unknown clothing. We got a couple callers on it. There's our squad back.
Well, that's not a Charger.
267.
Well, that is. That's a Charger, but that ain't. What the hell are you doing? Are we looking for anybody?
No, not right now.
No suspects?
Not right now.
All right. All right. Carl, you're on the air.
Yes, sir.
Can you stop by there and get some info? I don't think, it doesn't sound like they're going to want to pick up on anybody, but if it is the family we're familiar with, I'd like to get as much info as possible.
Absolutely.
Complainant's out in the front yard with about 6 cops, so, and Odie, if you want to swing by with them, that's fine too. Somebody should go with them. Just check to see if it's related to our residents.
I'll be 10-8.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to wrap up this short live. Remember, one of the reasons we're doing this tonight is to remind you tomorrow night, 4 o'clock, the Eagan Police Department is starting a virtual ride-along. Go to their Facebook page, check it out, and then let us know at 9 how it was. Because it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, let's just face it. We'll take it as a compliment. It's another department starting up, and if you like it, send Chief Roger New at the Eagan Police Department. Send him a email, text, put his comments on there, thank him for doing it, and just appreciate the fact that we're getting more and more transparency. So I'm going to sign off here. Pat and I will see you tomorrow at 9/11.